30s are the best time that you're going to experience the most in your life. It is where you start to feel independent, you start to feel like you're in control of your life and you can make decisions, and actually nobody's going to beat you. So come and sit with me while I do my makeup and I tell you 5 harsh lessons, or maybe lessons in general, that I've learned in my 30s. Hi, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Nkem and this is Simply Nkem, and I do videos on fashion, beauty and lifestyle. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing and hitting that button right now. If you're already subscribed, hey bestie, welcome back. Grab a seat, grab a drink. Today we're drinking water. I'm minding my business, okay? Business that pays me, which is YouTube. Let's jump into this video while I do my makeup. 30 is a very exciting period, if you ask me. It's when you have your guts, you grow your guts, to be honest. You can do whatever the hell you want. You can say what you want, but that doesn't give you the right to go ahead and just to be rude to people. Essentially, what I mean is you're like your own person and you make decisions for yourself. And yeah, you're grown, you know, and all of that. And it's not to say that you have to get everything figured out in your 30s. But yeah, it's kind of like when you start to make like important decisions of what you want to do with your life, or if you haven't already figured that out, or just basically keep pushing, you know, whatever it is that you're already doing. I'm going to try and cover up my brows with foundation. I'm using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation in FW1 Bronze. My friend gifted me this. I used the 1.5 for summer, and this one should be okay for me during the winter. So lesson number 1, lost time can never be recovered. This is like a very important lesson that everyone needs to kind of just have at the back of their mind. The most precious thing that you can have in this life, aside from being alive and your family, is your time. To me, sometimes time even kind of transcends family, because you can always, blood doesn't always make you family. I have friends who are like, I have girlfriends that are like family to me, and I will literally do anything for them. So yeah, aside from having blood as family, obviously you can build your own family along the line if you're not fortunate to have any blood related person on this earth. Okay, so your time is the most valuable thing, and I don't think this is something that a lot of people actually realize. They think they have all the time in the world. You don't have all the time in the world. Life comes at you very fast. This is something that a lot of people in the healthcare space, I think, are kind of used to. If you're a doctor, if you're a nurse, support worker, you know, if you're in close proximity with people who work in hospitals, and you hear the tales of the experiences with people coming into ED every day, and in the next 5 seconds are literally fighting for their lives, or actually just dropping dead in the middle of everything, it would make you, you know, think deeper about what is all this, what are we even doing with this life? Like, in the end, will it matter? That's the question you get to ask yourself. In the end, is it going to matter? Why am I saying this? It's very important for you to know not to waste your time for any reason whatsoever. Don't waste your time for anybody or with anybody. Don't waste your time if you're doing stuff that is not going to benefit you in any way, shape or form. It's not making your life better. Do not waste your time, because guess what? A time wasted is a time that you can never recover. So be very, be very mindful of what you spend your time doing. Be very mindful of who you give your time and attention. Forget about, oh, if people start to say, oh, what do you think you are? Do you think you're all that? You know, do you think you're more important than everybody else? Well, if you're not as important, if you don't see yourself important, that's okay. For me, I value my time and I value my importance. Spend your time doing things that you love, spend it with the people that you love, because this life is actually very fleeting. 1 minute everything is going okay, and the next minute, you know, you're asking yourself, what's going on? Where did time go? Women who have kids, especially young toddlers, or even teenagers, children, you remember when you give birth to your child and they're like 6 months, 1 year, and you blink, they're now 5 years old, and you're asking yourself, like, where did all the time go? What did I do? What happened? Why is time? Where is time going? Why are we rushing? You know, those are the kind of questions you find yourself asking, because actually time waits for nobody, and if you lose your time, you're not going to get it back. It's not peculiar to you. This is just how life is. So kind of focus your attention and your energy on things that matter to you. Mind your business, mind the business that pays you. If there's something that you want to start doing it now. Sis, don't procrastinate. And I'm even saying this to myself. In essence, if you want to start something, start a business, start content creation, start anything whatsoever, the time to start it is actually right now. Just do it. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have a degree to do it. There are people who are less qualified than you that are actually doing those things and cashing out. Just do it, because whatever time that you've lost mulling over it and delaying and procrastinating, you're never going to get that time back. Okay, I'm pretty much done with my base, very basic base. I'm going to go ahead and do my concealer placement for my highlights and contour. For that, I'm using the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser Multi-Use Concealer. One is for highlights and this is for contour. So let's jump into lesson number 2. If you don't set your standards or your boundaries, someone else will set it for you. What do I mean by this? Like, you know how you want your life to be, you know what you can tolerate and what you can't tolerate, you know the life that you want for yourself rather. Start early to set your boundaries, set your standards, because if you don't, somebody else will set it for you. Somebody will treat you the way they think you deserve. If you know you deserve better, treat yourself better and remove yourself from situations that don't reflect the type of standards that you want. It's as simple as that. I don't care what anybody says. If they say, oh, you're doing too much, or you think you're all that, that's their business. Nobody's going to beat you, okay? Nobody's going to beat you. As far as you know that this is the life you want, and you feel like this is the life you deserve, please, by all means, sister, go for it. Do that thing that you want. Set your standards. If you know that this is not the kind of person you want, for example, if you're seeing or if someone is asking you out, and maybe you're in your 30s, everybody's saying, you're getting old, won't you go and marry, your mates are married, blah 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 blah, and the people that are coming around you are not the kind of people you want. This is not who you see spending your life with, raising your kids with, and all of that, growing old with. My sister, by all means, block out the noise and set your standards. In fact, set your standards so high that nobody feels comfortable enough to come and tell you yarn rubbish to you, because already they know they are not going to tolerate that. So nobody will dare come to you to say that or do that or just act or behave funny. You know, don't tolerate it from anybody whatsoever. Be clear about your boundaries. Be clear about what you want and what you don't want, and don't be afraid to speak up. And even in situations where you feel like you don't want to speak up, just ignore them and just move away, and do not just entertain that conversation, because entertaining it is not going to make any difference. It's just going to make the situation, you know, worse. Okay, I am a believer of people should always set their standards. That is not to say that in the past that, you know, me personally haven't made the mistake of being, you know, too accessible, for example, or like, you know, being too, I don't know which word to use, not being clear about my boundaries or my standards in the past. I have, and I paid a dear price for that. At the end of the day, you tend to blame yourself when things go wrong, because you know deep down this is not you why did you even tolerate it in the first place? That question is what you can never answer, because for the life of you, you can't realize or even remember or even fathom the idea of you being in that situation in the first place. I am currently doing my blush placement. This blush is from Studio London by Superdrug in Captivate. It is a berry type of blush color and it's absolutely gorgeous. Let me tell you, people, you are sleeping on Superdrug. Go and tell them that I said so. People are sleeping on Superdrug. They have amazing products and I've been using them quite a lot. If you are looking to save money and you still want to look good, like in terms of your makeup and stuff, Superdrug actually has like a lot of nice things. Okay, let's move on. Lesson number 3 is it's never too late to start again. Never too late. And I'm going to use myself as an example. Before moving to England, I had my business. I had a clothing business. I was doing very well. I loved fashion. I loved designing. It was something that came very easy and natural to me. I taught myself how to do a lot of things, to sketch, to sew, and all of that. So I really enjoyed doing it. Obviously, moving to England, I already knew that this is where the problem is gonna be, because I'm moving here to do nursing, which is also my profession. I have a degree in nursing. I've also worked as a nurse and all of that, but I just knew that it wasn't something that I wanted to do for the rest of my life. And it's something I keep saying, telling myself, this is not what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. God knows that. In as much as I enjoy my job and you know it's great, it's paying the bills and whatnot, I know for a fact this is not what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. And now I am in the space of trying to rebuild my business, trying to launch more businesses and teaching myself again how to do a lot of things, because guess what, things are changed, time have changed. For your business to be successful, obviously there are more extra steps that you have to take, which are different from what I did back home. Again, the environment that I'm in has also changed. I'm no longer in Nigeria, so this is altogether a different market, a different standard and all of that. So I have been procrastinating for the past 3 years in starting that business and I haven't gone anywhere. And I have a friend that I have also, like, she's also into fashion. She also moved to England and she's managed to start her business and she's running it. She's launched at least 2-3 collections while being in the UK since then. And it just goes to show that, you know, it doesn't matter what age you are, where you are, if you're genuinely interested in starting over again and building again, you can actually do that. Nobody's going to stop you. The only thing that is going to stop you is your mind. That's the only thing that's going to stop you. On the other hand, if you believe that you can do anything and that you can accomplish anything and just focus and put your mind to it, then you will do it. Case study again, me and my friends and I decided that we're going to launch a jewelry business. We started last year December. We registered the company with Company House and all of that, and all through January we're trying to get a business account with a UK bank, right? That's a story for another day, because who knew how difficult it is to get a business account with a UK bank? Yeah, it's very hard. It's very hard. It took us how many months? Almost 2 months with lots and lots of rejection, and we're still in the process of still, you know, trying to accomplish that and all of that. But then it just felt like it was dragging too much. It felt like this whole thing was dragging too much. I really want to start this business, and it was like, because for me the highest motivation is being broke. That's my highest motivation. If I'm broke, I swear my brain will think up 10 different ways to make money. That's how my brain works, right? Executing it is a different thing. But yeah, being broke will push me to think about different ways that I want to make money, different ways I want to get stuff done and whatnot. So we went ahead and, you know, we just continued sourcing our product. We found a supplier and all of that. The only thing remaining was actually setting up this setting up a website, registering getting a business account and all of that. And at one day, this was like sometime last week, I was just fed up with waiting and waiting and waiting, and I was determined that I was just going to do it. And it took me just a few hours to set up the business website, have it up and running, including the payment system and everything. Everything was done in just one night. And we're like, if my products have, or our products have arrived and we're ready to start selling as of today, we are ready to start selling. The website is functional, you can make payments, delivery will be sent to you and all of that. So it just goes to show that it's just, we are always the ones holding ourselves back, and if you want to achieve something, you can do it, and it doesn't matter what age you are. You're not too old to start over. And also, don't be afraid to fail. Like, failure is part of life. Failure is, you know, comes before success. There are very few people in this life that have started something and not failed. The most successful people have failed at things, at a lot of things in their life, but the difference between them and us is that they keep pushing. And this is what I remind myself every day, literally every day in the shower. It's okay to fail, just keep going. It's okay to fail. If point A doesn't work, try point B. You know, if this formula doesn't work, try another one, and just keep moving. So that's just it. That's what I believe in, and I think that that's a very valuable information, or at least lesson, that everyone needs to kind of have at the back of their mind. It's okay to fail, okay? It doesn't make you any less of a human being simply because you failed at something you're trying to do. It's better that you failed at it than you have the regret that I should have started, and that's just life. So I'd rather fail and keep trying to get better than not even starting at all and not knowing if I would have been successful or not. Lesson number 4, which is like one of my favorites. It's okay to choose yourself first. I said it. All the firstborn daughters, come to the front. Come to the front. This lesson is for you. Quick pause. I'm done like with setting my face and all of that, and I'm just going to quickly do like a bit of an eyeshadow. I'm going to be using the Kiko Milano palette. I got this at the airport on my way back from Amsterdam a few months ago, and I love this cute little travel size palette. I'm not doing much in terms of eyeshadow. I'm literally just going to darken my crease and put a bit of shimmer on my lid and put some eyeliner. Let's move on. I will do that and I'll come right back to lesson number 4. Right, so let's jump into lesson number 4. It's okay to choose yourself first. Firstborn daughters, generally, or not even just only firstborn daughters, if you're the kind or person or come from the kind of family where everybody is always calling on you, everybody's always depending on you, or you find yourself in a friendship that will not function if you're not the one carrying it, and sometimes it feels overwhelming, it feels like, you know, so much is going on, you feel like you're losing yourself in that situation, I'm just here to tell you it's okay to choose yourself first, okay? No one ever died from choosing themselves first in whatever it is, relationship, family, friendship, at work, your neighborhood, whatever it is. You're not a less of any human being. It doesn't mean that you're selfish. It just means that you matter, and what you want also matters. And stop letting people take advantage of your kindness. And I say this because I'm also speaking to myself, because I'm the kind of person that, you know, I'm always happy to help. I'm always, you know, trying to help, always available to help or whatever. Like, you can ask me anything. I'm always like one call away. I'm always available to, you know, at everybody's beck and call to sort out situations, you know, help, to do whatever. And it just sometimes can be too much, it can feel too overwhelming, too overbearing, feels like you're drowning and you just need a space. And, you know, you need an out, you need to take a breather. It's okay to take a breather. It's okay to sometimes just switch off on everybody and just have your own time to kind of reflect and just, you know, speak to yourself and find out, are you doing okay? How are you coping with things or situations? Do you need to focus a bit more on yourself? Or do you really want whatever it is that is happening around you? Or do you just want your space? And that is fine. You know, ignore what every other person says. Some people might find out or say that that's selfish. That's okay, fine and good. They can step into the situation if they want to. That's fine. But you're not being the person suffering. You're not the only one made to suffer, or they made suffering for. How should I phrase it? You're not the only one that is good to suffer. If someone else feels like, oh, you know, you shouldn't complain, you should always be happy that people can rely on you and all of that, that's good and fine. But also, you can come and carry the cross small and tell me how that feels. That's my take on it. I feel like everyone should know their limits and always kind of learn to choose themselves in some certain situation. If that situation doesn't serve you, don't be in a space, a situation, a friendship, a relationship and die silently and not speak up simply because, you know, you feel like your actions are going to affect the other person when they don't think about how their own action affect you. Okay, aura for aura. Let's keep the energy going. Nearly done with my makeup. I've used my bronzer. So I used the blush, the NYX Buttermelt blush, and I used the same NYX Buttermelt bronzer. These two products, chef's kiss. I'm going to do my powder now, and we're getting to the last point. I'm using the Studio Mac Fix in NW40. I don't know, I've used this for such a long time. I actually need powder recommendations, guys. If you have any powder recommendations, please help your girl out. I want to try other things. I want to try other powders and not just, you know, I mean, I love MAC, but I want to try something different. Lesson number 5, which is the last one. Health is wealth. I sound like my mother right now, but that's okay. This is a very expensive lesson to learn, if you know what I'm saying. Health is wealth. Be very mindful of your health. Make healthier choices, healthier decisions. I'm laughing because I know that I'm speaking to myself, that I need to make healthier choices. I need to eat better. I need to exercise. Start exercising, not even exercising, but I need to start exercising. I need to eat healthier. I need to just make healthier choices for myself, you know, thinking of how do I want to be in 30 years from now, 40 years from now. I still want to be active. I still want to enjoy my money, you know, obviously I'll be very wealthy by then. I still want to be able to enjoy my money, enjoy my kids, my grandkids, go on holiday, go on vacation, do activities, do sports and stuff like that. So this is the time. It's never, like I said, it's never too late to start. You can start now. You can literally start this minute. Replace the alcohol with water and juice. I'm not saying that alcohol is bad or just, you know, crop it out completely, but you can obviously make better choices when it comes to what you put inside your body. That's the moral of the story. Okay, my lip pencil is NYX Professional Matte Lip Liner. The OGs know about this. And I'm also using NYX Butter Gloss in Sorbet. I have this in so many colors, so many colors. I love them. My lips were so dry. And I'm going to add Revolution Pout Bomb Plumping Lip Gloss on top, just to kind of, you know, a little razzle dazzle, a full gloss moment. Last but not the least, Studio London Superdrug Fix Matte Fix Spray. You're sleeping on this, okay? If you want to save your Charlotte Tilbury one size products, this is the product for you. That was a lot. So yeah, health is wealth. Be mindful of what you eat. Be mindful of your general health. You know, take your vitamins, go for a walk, eat your veggies, eat more protein, work out, meditate, have your little quiet moments where it's just you by yourself. Reflect. I feel like reflection is one thing that I've picked up that have really changed my life in a very big way, and it's something I'm grateful for. It's not even like something I consciously like do these days, you know, sit down with a pen and paper, you're reflecting. No, it's just you taking that time to like kind of look back on your day, your activities. What have I done today? You know, how did my decisions impact other people? What could I do better? What did I even do well that I'm thankful for, and stuff like that. It literally takes me 10-15 minutes just before I go to bed, thinking about all these things and Yeah, just have those little quiet moments and just drink more water. More water, mind your business. That's the end of my video for today. I hope this video was very helpful, or at least to you, and I hope you can learn 1 or 2 things from it, and I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you like more of this type of content, and I'll be happy to do more, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe now. Subscribe now.